Good morning. Welcome and peace and joy to all of you and your loved ones. Come, whoever you are welcome here. No matter your age, your size, the color of your eyes, your hair, your skin, you are welcome here. No matter how you came here, if you came alone or with others, you are welcome here. No matter whom you love or how you speak, or whatever your abilities, you are welcome here. Whether you come with laughter in your heart or tears in your eyes, you are welcome here. If you come with an open mind, a loving heart, and willing hands, then you are indeed welcome here. Welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of New Orleans. We are a congregation that has gathered in love in various incarnations since 1833. We are a congregation that seeks wholeness and works for justice in the world. My name is Michael Martin. My pronouns are he and him. We're glad you're here. And if you're a visitor and you're feeling a bit courageous, we invite you to raise your hand so that we could properly say hello and greet you. Welcome to Funo. We're glad you're here. So we are a lay-led congregation. We have no paid minister. On Sunday mornings, we often have UU ministers, other religious professionals. We have leaders from social justice organizations. We have our own members to be voices of hope, courage, and personal and intellectual transformation from our pulpit. Our worship leader today is Reverend Denise Graves. Welcome. We're glad you're here.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So yeah, we are going to have a good service today. And to start us off, let's do our chalice lighting. And I can light it if you want to.
If you light, I'll read.
Sure.
This light here is not on. Would everyone please stand as you're able? Creative energy that loves all persons. As we light this chalice, let it be symbolic of the firing of hope now and in the new iteration of life. May blessings be upon each one of us. Open our minds to the possibilities that these hours hold. Open our eyes to the wonder of this time. Open our hearts to the love of your Spirit. May divine presence be awakened in us, keeping us from hurt, harm, and limited thinking. May the boundaries of fire fuel expansive, compassionate, visioning, love, and sacred passion. We agree to this truth, and may it be so.
If you'd please remain standing and turn to the first page of your gray hymnal, and we'll do Spirit of Life, the first song. It's also 123 in the gray hymnal. Second time, we'll do it in Spanish.
All the dirt of compassion. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the songs of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in my hand, giving life the shape of justice. Bruise holy blows, weak set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Okay, so it's the time for all ages, and in a moment I'll invite those of you who are young and young at heart, please, to join me up front for a talk. So after the time for all ages, all children are welcome to remain in the chapel for the remainder of the service, or to spend time in the kids' room. Please ask a greeter for directions. It's right over there behind me to your left. All right, so this is going to be, well, I'll go ahead and get it going. Thank you. So, good morning, everyone. This time for all ages is for Halloween and Samhain. Samhain is a pagan holiday, and this story is one that I found. It's a children's story, and it's dedicated to our departed and still loved religious exploration director, Katie Gelfand, a proud pagan. We are a religion that accepts everyone, all beliefs. So that's one of our many beliefs that inform Unitarianism. The story's just a little scary, not much, I promise, and it's a little bit sad, but not much, I promise, okay? This is called The Troll Tear by D.J. Conway, a children's story for Samhain. The night was very dark, with a full moon hanging in the cloud-filled sky above. The air was crisp with the feel of late autumn, and the doorway between the worlds was open. Carved pumpkins, and our children are holding pumpkins, sat on the porches of a little town, and the laughter of children dressed in costumes could be heard from the streets. But it was a sad time for Beth as she climbed the little hill behind her house. In her arms was her cat and her friend Smokey, carefully wrapped in his favorite blanket. A little grave was already dug in the hill, waiting, for Smokey had died that day. It's kind of sad. "Do you want me to go with you?" Beth's father had asked her. "No, I want to go by myself," she answered. "I dug his grave beside McDougal's at the top of the hill." Beth clearly remembered that when their dog McDougal had died after being hit by a car. Beth stopped at the top of the hill and knelt beside the little grave. She carefully laid Smokey's blanket-wrapped form in the earth and covered it with dirt, laying several large rocks on the top. Then she cried and cried. "Oh, Smokey, I miss you so much." Beth looked up at the moon, tears streaming down her cheeks. "Why did you pass?" "It was his time to rejoin the mother," said a deep, gentle voice in the darkness. "Who said that?" Beth looked around but saw no one. "Dying is part of the circle of life, you know." One of the boulders on the hill stirred into life. "Who are you?" The moonlight shone down on the little woman, and Beth could see she was not human. "I'm a troll wife," said the creature as she came to sit across from Beth. "This is a sad night for both of us, girl. I too came from this hill to bury a friend." The troll wife wiped a crystal tear from her cheek. This squirrel was very old, still makes me sad. Beth stared at the troll wife. The little woman was the color of rock in the moonlight, her hair like long strands of moss, her bright eyes shining like crystals. She wore a dress woven of oaken leaves and tree bark. The squirrel and I lived together for a long time, the troll wife said. We often talked to your cat while he was hunting here on the hill. She and I were friends. I shall miss him too. The little woman patted Smokey's grave gently. Sleep well, little friend. When you are rested, we shall talk together again. But he's dead, Beth said, her voice choked with tears. Child, this is Sohan. Don't you know the ancient secrets of the sacred time of year? The troll wife motioned for Beth to come and sit beside her. It is true that our friends have gone into a world where we can no longer physically touch them, but the mother has given us other ways of communicating with them. We can do this any time, but the time of Sohan is the easiest. I don't understand how this could be done, Beth said, or why Sohan makes it easier. At this time of year, the troll wife answered, the walls between this world and the world of souls and spirits are very thin. If we are quiet and listen, we could hear our loved ones, and they can hear us. We talk, not with spoken words, but with the heart and mind. Isn't that just imagination? Beth looked down at Smokey's grave, tears once more coming into her eyes. Like my thinking, I can see McDougal, I can get up on my bed at night like he used to. Sometimes it is, but mostly it is not imagination. Only our friends come to see us in their spirit bodies. The troll wife reached up her hand and patted something Beth couldn't see on her shoulder. Like my friend the raven, he is here now. Beth looked hard and saw something in the moonlight on the troll's wife's shoulder. I've seen something like that at the foot of my bed where McDougal used to sleep, she whispered. I thought I was dreaming. She jumped as something nudged her arms. When she looked down, nothing was there. The troll wife smiled. Close your eyes. Think of McDougal, she said. He's been waiting for a long time for you to see him. Beth closed her eyes at once, and the form of her little dog came back into her mind. His tail wagged with happiness. She felt a wave of love come from him, and she sent her love back. Then she felt the dog lie down against her leg. Can I do that with Smokey? Beth asked. Not yet, the troll wife answered. He needs to sleep a while and rest. Then he'll come to you. This gives Smokey time to adjust to a new world and a new time to grieve for him. It is not wrong to grieve, but we must not grieve forever. I never thought of it that way, she said. It's kind of like they moved away and we can only talk with them on the phone. It is this way with all creatures, not just animals. The troll wife stood up and held out a hand to Beth. Will you join me, human? Although I buried my friend squirrel this night, I still must dance and sing, for they've gone on a journey to another world. For this is a time to meet the ancestors. Beth joined the wife in the troll dances around the top of the hill in the moonlight. The wife called out troll words to the four directions, words Beth couldn't understand. But the girl felt the power of the strange words and felt they were given to her by something else. Go in peace, human child, the troll wife said, and remember the ancient secret of Sohan. I will, Beth answered. Will I ever see you again? Whenever you need me, I'll be there, the little troll wife said, and especially at Sohan. You've taught me so much, Beth said. And then when she returned, her father asked, Did you find something? Her father asked. A troll wife answered her, and she smiled, for she knew the little troll wife and the secret of Sohan. So ends the troll tear.
The choir is going to do an upbeat song today, so give you a chance to use your hands to clap. Give us some room. We're gonna make a new world. Say we're headed for the future. Give us some time. We're gonna make it work right. Yeah. We're gonna build a new dream. We gotta make it stand tall. Gotta last for a long time. Lean on me, and I'm gonna lean on you. We're headed for the picture, and the future's right. Yeah, we're headed for a new place. A step at a time. We're gonna take a long ride. Time. Don't wait around forever. We gotta do it right now. Let's do it all together. Lean on me, and I'm gonna lean on you. We're headed for the future, and the future's now. Lean on me, and I'm gonna lean on you. We're headed for the future, and the lean on me, and I'm gonna lean on you. We're headed for the future, and the future's now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Let us prepare ourselves for a meditation and a time of silence. As we breathe in and breathe out, just breathe and focus on peace and presence. Just allow.
It's now time for our responsive reading. You can find this in our order of service. Basically, I'll read the non-italics. I'd ask you to read the italics. And when we reference God or goddess or oneness and Unitarianism, you can interpret that however you want, including as a metaphor. All right. These are times we are rude and lift ourselves up as we put others down.
Loving God, teach us to love.
God of love, we confess that we are quickly angered. We are quick to record how often we've been wronged. There are times we celebrate the misfortune of others.
Loving God, teach us to love.
God of love, we confess that we put ourselves first. We're reluctant to give. We are slow to sacrifice. There are times we hesitate to protect.
Loving God, teach us to love.
When we are tempted to judge, to assume the worst, may love remind us to trust. When we are tempted to despair, to assume all is lost, may love remind us to hope. When we are tempted to give up, to assume it will never happen, may love remind us to persevere.
Loving God, teach us to love.
Amen.
Amen. Good morning. I'm so happy to be here, so thank you all for the invitation and for your presence. I know the topic for today is the first step of visioning is listening. What I really appreciate is the attentiveness of those in the story for the youth of all ages. I thought that was something spectacular and that I want to practice more and more every day. I want to say that sometimes I listen through multiple lenses. Sometimes it's with my ears and my heart, and there are times it comes through my eyes, my thoughts, and my ears and my heart. And in this 21st century, we're given opportunities to listen fully. So today I want to invite you to think a little more expansively about the art of listening. I would say that part of my educational journey was in communication, and one of the things I found is that though we teach a lot about listening and receiving messages, that we don't teach a lot about how to process what we hear with respect and openness. And so today, what I'm inviting you to do is to journey with me just a little bit on creative ways we can learn to listen. You know, stories are how we make meaning. Long before we had creeds and doctrines, people gathered around fires to tell stories, not just of heroes, but of companions and teachers and tricksters who helped them see the sacred everyday life. Today, our stories flicker on screens, but their purpose is the same. They ask, who are we? Where are we going? And who are we becoming together? There are 3 films that I want to bring to the surface. The first film is The Wiz. The second one is Black Panther. And the third film is Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. They remind us that the spiritual journey is not solitary. It is woven through relationships that test, teach, and transform us together. These stories help us imagine the shaved path and the vision we are still creating as a community of faith. So how many people saw the movie The Wiz? Oh, this is going to be fun. Finding the journey. Dorothy begins the journey in uncertainty and fear. And you know, a crisis put her there. According to the writer, it was a storm or a hurricane. Along the yellow brick road, she meets the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion, each both carrying weaknesses and and wisdom. The scarecrow represents the search for wisdom, the part of us that doubts our intelligence, but discovers that curiosity is its own form of faith. The Tin Man stands for the awakening heart, reminding us that tenderness and empathy are strengths, not flaws. The Cowardly Lion, it symbolizes the act of courage with compassion, even when fear remains. Together they create a community of healing. Dorothy's revelation, home is where you believe in yourself. It is not an act of isolation, but the fruit of shared growth. We find our home not in certainty, but in connection. By walking together, forgiving each other, and singing courage into being. So slide some oil on me. Let it trickle down my spine. If you don't have any STP, Crisco will do just fine. Let me bring this together a little bit. It says, creating our sacred path. Each of these worlds of Oz, Wakanda, and the multiverse reveals a sacred truth. We're not meant to walk alone. The spiritual path is shared. Dorothy's companions remind us that wisdom, heart, and courage emerge in community. T'Challa circles us into another place, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I want to come back. Now, how many people saw the movie The Black Panther? Ooh. This day I'm walking into is outstanding. T'Challa stands in the weight of leadership, but he does not walk alone. Around him are those who reveal different dimensions of power and purpose. Nakia, the activist, represents prophetic love, calling the king to serve the world beyond Wakanda's borders. Okoye, the general, represents faithful integrity, the courage to speak truth to power and to remain loyal to principle, even in pain. Shuri, the scientist, embodies creative intelligence, wisdom that honors both heritage and innovation. And even Eric Killmonger, the antagonist, reflects the pain of exile and unhealed injustice that returns seeking recognition. Together they push T'Challa and us to reimagine leadership as shared healing and justice as love in action. I want one of those Black Panther suits personally. Everything all at once. Compassion amid chaos. How many people saw that? For me, it was like really a lot. I had to go take a look at it several times. How about you? There was a lot going on in that one, big time. But Evelyn Wang's life is unraveling Bill's family and a multiverse of infinite versions of herself. Now, I can identify with that. Depends on what's going on in the world. That's how I show up. I hope all of them are streamed together by values and principle. I hope. But through others, she learns that wholeness comes from relationship, not perfection. And that is a huge revelation and reflection for each and every one of us. We are here to evolve together and bring our full selves. And it looks as messy sometimes as it does, and as orderly sometimes as it can. But it is who we are. Joy, her laughter represents existential despair, the soul's cry in an era of chaos. She teaches that even nihilism can become a doorway to compassion when met with love. And we're in the thick of that today. Right in the thick of it. Wayman, her husband, represents grace through kindness. His softness, often dismissed, becomes a key to salvation. Now, Gong Gong, if that's the right way to say it, her father represents ancestral expectation, the tension between tradition and transformation. Evelyn learns that love is not just an escape from chaos, it is what redeems it. Kindness is not passive, it's the most radical spiritual act we can choose. What we see occurring in each of these stories is a connection between ancestral energy and lines that inform traditions that were appropriate for the time. We have moments when the tradition no longer serves the best self-interest of the now, and we have the opportunity to venture into something new and uncertain with the hope that the outcome will feed the need for our new evolution and the generations to come. In each of those movies, we have that opportunity. So when we come together, we create a shared path from different vantage points and perspectives. All are essential, but each must travel its own journey. So each world, Oz, Wakanda, and the multiverse, reveals a sacred truth. We are not meant to walk alone. The spiritual path is a shared path. Dorothy's companions remind us that wisdom, heart, and courage emerge in community. T'Challa's circle shows that leadership must be collaborative, not hierarchical. Evelyn's family demonstrates that redemption is born through relationship, not through perfection. Together, they teach that salvation is collective, the pocket of hearts linked in purpose and love. James Baldwin said this, and it resonates with me today. It says, love takes off the mask that we fear we cannot live without and know who we are on the inside. Love takes off the mask. Our intention to be perfect unravels of us and the mask falls off. The eyelash, the mascara gets messy. The unbuttoned shirt is identified. The shoelace is untied. The tie is crooked. We have lipstick on our teeth. That is what it means to show up authentically as ourselves, telling the story. And when we listen to one another, we are opening up the opportunity for storytelling and for engagement. So love then is not an escape or a sentiment, it's a revelation. I appreciate Hallmark and whoever the dominant love writers are today. I appreciate them. But love does not always look like that. If you love me, I don't necessarily need chocolate. Sounds good, but I don't, right? It invites us to remove the mask of our fear, our pride, and isolation so that we may truly see and be seen by one another. We are the path makers. We are the vision keepers. We are the storytellers of a faith still unfolding. The road to the beloved community is not yet finished, but we are walking to it hand in hand. And so if you can imagine the moment where the three unlikely companions are going down the yellow brick road, I would invite you to ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on and ease on down the road. Now some of us are scarecrows, some of us are lions, some of us are tin men, some of us are Killmonger, some of us are Gong Gong, some of us are Evelyn Wayne, and some of us are Dorothy, but all of us are on the road to create a new vision. So when we walk through this journey going forward today, I'm inviting you to not take this too seriously. We are going to stumble. We really are. And we are going to fall down and have an attitude because we were hurt. And we are going to feel sometimes that people didn't acknowledge our pain sufficiently. We're going to do that. However, how we love each other is that we create ways to open up and recognize the attentiveness that each of us can give one another. So when we fall, we can help each other up. When we lean, we can straighten ourselves out with some assistance. And when we are verbally assaulted, we can backtrack and correct. This is what faithful visioning will look like for the 21st century. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words do hurt. Some of us have grown up in places where we have not given a lot of weight to what we say. And when it comes back in a mirror, we're upset because folks called us out on something we've gotten away with for eons. Well, now is the time for change. We can play on that road, but the goal is to go forward. I like the trip in the poppy field, however. I just would like to lay down and let the world move around me. But this faithful community is not called to do that. This community is called for justice. It's called for peace. It's called for radical love. It's called for resistance in favor of what is right, as opposed to always fighting what's wrong, because sometimes what's wrong is not always what we want to have, the opposite of. So our movies, our storytelling, open up the doors of opportunity for us to move forward into this new light. So let us travel lightly. Let us let go of the things that weigh us down. It used to be this way. We've always done it this way. My mom and them done it this way. There's a moment when shifts are required. So don't put so much salt in your greens. Leaving behind fear, judgment, and despair, so that we may carry forward faith, love, truth, and shared vision. For the path is ours to make, and the journey is ours to share. Each step we take becomes a promise to the future. Each step. So let's ease on down. Da-da-da-da-da. Ease on down. Da-da-da-da-da. Ease on down the road. Da-da-da-da. Don't you carry nothing. There might be a load. So ease on down the road. You gonna sing it with me? Ease on down. There you got it. You got it? Don't you carry nothing. You got to slow it down because I'm not there with you yet. So come on, let's go. Ease on down the road. Now you got it. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road. You got it? There's one more time. Ease on down the road. Can you move it there? Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road. Amen. Blessed be, let us keep walking together. And so it is.
Thank you for that sermon, Reverend Denise. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. It is now time for our offering. Let me see. Generosity is a personal and commitment, for lack of a better term. We can now practice our act of giving either by placing your offering in the collection plate or by using information in your order of service to give electronically. I think we even have some special music, if I'm not mistaken.
Children crying, one love, hear the children Is there a place for the heart of mankind? Just a dream. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright.
Gifts to this Unitarian community are gratefully received. Let us acknowledge these gifts by reading together the words in your order of service. This gift from the abundance of my life blesses me, our ministries, and the world. All right. Thank you. And it's now time for our announcements, and I'll give it first to Barrett. And yeah.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Thank you, Reverend Denise, for that wonderful sermon. I want to invite all of you to stay after the service. Reverend Denise will be leading us in a little activity to continue to kind of ground and frame our spirits for our visioning process that's going to begin soon. And there will be a little bit of pizza at coffee hour. Not too much, just a little bit. So, to warm your hearts and bellies for that activity. And I also invite you to then sign up for a small group visioning discussion. So these are going to be groups of like 6 to 10 people where we'll be talking about all the questions Reverend Denise just kind of mentioned of who are we, where are we going, who do we want to be? So we have groups on different days and times so that it can fit your schedule and you can see what works for you. There's even one on Zoom. So lots of options. If you're watching this on Zoom, you can sign up on Zoom. I emailed you the link, probably. And there's also sign-up sheets in the back of the chapel on little clipboards. So please sign up. We have 6 wonderful facilitators who are volunteering their time. And yeah, thank you.
All right. Another announcement comes from Noelle and Lane.
Okay, so we're going to give an update for our pledge drive this year. I don't know if you want to set the, while I talk a little bit. So, oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. Okay, so I think everyone should have gotten an email link to our pledge form. We're doing that online this year. And we have had 9 folks fill out and give their pledge so far. And so far, our goal is $80,000. Right now, we are at $20,789 raised so far. So please check your email and complete the form. If you need it, you can, scan that little QR code on your order of service, and it will take you right to it. If you need help with it, there's a question that says, "Someone, please contact me to help me out." Click that button, and we will gladly reach out and help you guys. What else? Yes, Noel has a laptop, iPad. We can help you if you want to do it today. If you're like me, who, might forget when you leave here, you can have someone help you with it today if you need to. All right, thank you.
On behalf of one other announcement of the Christmas tree selling team and the indefatigable Kathy Hubble, we could really use some volunteers. Kathy has sent out a link. Please sign up. We ask that each person here help in some way. If you can't carry trees, that's fine. Just work the register. But please sign up for a shift. Help us out. And that's our major fundraiser. All right. Yeah. It is fun. If you're listening online, there's a paper one that you could sign up for as well. All right, it's time for our chalice extinguishing, and the words are in your order of service. If you please stand as you're willing and able.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Please remain standing, and we'll sing the closing hymn. It's 121, We'll Build a Land, in your gray hymnal.
Let us remember today that as we walk together down the road that is not always gold, but is forever before us, that we remember that listening is the key to our own heartbeat, our own thoughts, the heartbeat and thoughts of others. May we move forward in peace and harmony, expressing the divine love. And so it is.